yeah, it was really funny, like sitting at the table naked with 3 persons. You also get some rules, especially when girls are at home, like keep eye contact all the time.
Yes.
Because otherwise you would like perhaps looking at some other spots.
Staring at their boobs.
Yeah,
not
like
allowed.
this.
And so I'm just standing here on the top deck of this big ship, and I'm going to be home. This is going to be home for about the next 4.5 hours as I travel from Kagoshima to Yakushima, Japan, which is this tiny little island off the coast of Kyushu. It's a place where not many Japanese people get to go, let alone any foreigners. So I'm pretty stoked about this. It's not a cheap trip. It cost me about $90 for the return ferry trip. But everything I've seen and read about it is that it's just this amazing kind of magical place that if you can do it, then you should go. And I've spent $90 in a lot stupider ways in my life. And so I'm really excited for this here. Okay, here we are up on the top deck for heading to Yakushima. It's a cloudy day. It's not too bad though. The ship's moving pretty quick. They're not allowed to go down here, but I can sit up here and show you guys what it looks like. The sun's maybe just gonna peek out here between the clouds. And here's what the shoreline looks like here beside me. So it's not too bad. Again, that's a big volcano there in the background. And just met this real nice German guy downstairs. He's about 22 years old. He's been traveling for months now. He's been all over Mongolia and Russia. And maybe I can get him on camera here and he can give a little talk to the Canadian viewers back on YouTube. Let's go see. All right, here we got the arcade section of the ship. Maybe you can dig out a couple souvenirs for all the peeps back home. These games look like they're pretty old. I don't know what they are. And then over here we got the ubiquitous pachinko machines, slot machines, and I don't know how to play yet. I think it's basically you just like, you put your money in, you mash the buttons, and then it takes your money and doesn't give it back, just like at the casino. That's how she works. So I'm just sitting here with my new friend Roman, who is from Germany.
Yeah.
And he's been traveling all over the world, and he's got some cool stories, and I just thought that everyone back home would be interested to hear them. And so Roman, you've been doing couch surfing mostly, is that right?
All the time.
All the time. Here, let's get this a little closer.
Okay.
And what's it been like on couch surfing? I heard you had an interesting experience in Korea.
Yeah. So couchsurfing, it's all about like, I think it's the best way to get to know the people, the culture of the people, and to get like daily stuff like changing wheels or like cooking, like
right.
stuff you won't see in a hostel or in a hotel.
Right.
And yeah, I try to. Then you get the experience, the good experience, and as well the bad experience. Like,
tell me about your bad experiences.
No, it's not. It's about like when I talk about Japan, it's like I get the feeling about the pressure in the working environment. They have to work a lot. They have to like. It's very competitive.
Right.
And you feel this because the hosts like have to get up at 6 a.m. come at home like 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and you get to know this.
Yeah. Roman, you told me a story that about in Korea. Your one of your experiences staying with someone from the military in Korea. Can you tell us a little bit more about that from the viewers back in Canada? Because it's pretty good.
Yeah. So this guy was from the U.S., like a military like a soldier from in the base in Seoul, and the funny thing, he was like a nudist. So I saw this. He mentioned this in his profile, and somebody told me like he stayed in Europe with the nudist. So I thought like it would be a nice experience for 3 days. So I wrote him, everything okay. He asked me a second time if I understand the situation that we going to be naked. I said, yeah, I understand it, that I also have to take off my clothes in his home. So I went there, and surprisingly there was a girl was like naked cooking some dinner for us. And this was like kind of weird first. Yeah, it was really funny, like sitting at the table naked with 3 persons. You also get some rules, especially when girls are at home, like keep eye contact all the time.
Yes.
Because otherwise you would like perhaps looking at some other spots.
Staring at their boobs.
Yeah,
not
like
allowed.
So every time eye contact, first when you get home you have to shower.
Yes.
Because you're sitting naked on his furniture. Yeah, it was a pretty nice experience.
That's awesome. Tell us about maybe a couple of your highlights in Japan so far. Some of the things that, you know, if the viewers back home are thinking about coming to Japan, some ideas that you're like, oh, you got to do this. This was amazing. Yeah,
so because I traveled through Central Asia, first thing I realized in Japan was what affects me the most. Like, it's so structured, well organized. Like, even if you go to toilet, it's like high developed. Like, I don't know if people know. Like, if you go to toilet, you can like wash the rear, like adjusting the temperature.
Yes, they have like a bidet style, but it's very like you can customize it for your own like preference.
High end.
Yeah.
You can change the temperature of everything, of how you sit, the high, the water, low, like this. This is like
heated seats as well.
Yeah, heated seats, and yeah, I went to the northern part, Hokkaido at first.
Yes.
And it was like less populated than everywhere else in Japan, and it's like I think we're Nagasaki, because also it's my hosts were really good, so we went up in the middle of the night at 2 with the scooters up the highest hill in Nagasaki, and had a beautiful view on the skyline of the harbor as well, the city. And he showed me like where the bomb drops, and you can like it was pretty amazing. There was like an onsen, a typical Japanese bath, and the onsen is also almost on the top of the hill, and with the outside onsen, so you can take a bath and look into the on the skyline of Nagasaki. This was pretty amazing.
That's awesome. Here we are in just gorgeous Yakushima. This is kind of like a little cottagey resort area. I'm just surrounded by mountains, lush green mountains. And then here it is. This is me. Cabin number 103. Nice little area here to hang out on the porch. Come on in. So, this is what we got. Turn on the lights somehow. Yeah, this is it. Little sleeping area up top. They don't really have the futon set up yet. I'm probably just going to set it up down here in the corner because there's not that much space. Over here, bathroom area. And then this is where they keep the bed. So all the bedding in there. I'll bring that out tonight. And then here are pillows, towels, all that stuff. So pretty simple, but this is just going to be a nice place to chill out for a couple days. I'm going to do a couple hikes. They won't rent me a car because I don't have an international driver's license, but fuck Japan and all the rules. I just wish that they would give me a car. Anyways, this is my spot for the next 2 days, and I couldn't be happier about it. Cost me about $60 Canadian per night, maybe $70 Canadian a night. And it's just going to be a nice spot, as I said, to chill out before I go back to the big city of Tokyo at the end of my trip. Picked up a bicycle here in Yakushima. It was 1,200 yen for 2 days. Can't beat that. Pretty good price. And look what I found. Just found a bucket of golf balls here up on this beautiful point. And oh my god, what I would do to be able to beat a couple drives out here into the ocean. $50 if I can hit it over the highway. Any takers? Yeah. So Roman, you are 22 years old, right?
Yes.
And you're taking a break from going to school in finance.
Yes.
And so any advice you want to give to back home to Canada about things about you seen about in the world in your 22 years, or life in Germany, or anybody you want to give a shout out to, anything like that?
Of course, my friends, like East Germany.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah, good for me. Yeah. So actually, why I saw the movie Into the Wilds. I wanted to continue immediately my studies, like bachelor, and then continue with the master. Then I saw the movie. I felt like you're just once young, then you can travel. If you're like mid-age, you perhaps get the money but not the time. If you're then older, you get the time and the money, but you're not healthy to travel, like hiking everywhere. So just do it now. And I also experienced like the unsafe places. A lot of people thought like Russia isn't safe, Mongolia isn't safe as well, especially Mongolia. And you just go there and people are so nice. You're the only one doesn't look like a Mongolian.
That's
so
right.
People keep staring at you, but they're not like try to rob you on the first time they see you. It's not like this. So
the world is a safer place than the media wants us to think it is.
Yeah, I also think so, because otherwise the world probably wouldn't exist if everyone just kill each other at the first moment.
That's right. All right. Well, those are wise words right there from Roman. So, where can folks find you if they want to? You on social media or anything like that? You on Instagram?
Yeah, I usually like Facebook.
Okay.
Roman.
Well, we'll put that in the link to in the description of this video, so they can check you out. Anyways, thanks so much, Roman. This is great.
Yeah. Thanks
Cheers.
a lot.
So I'm just sitting down editing this video for you at the end of a long day in Yakushima. And, how about Roman? Pretty cool guy going out there exploring the world at 22. I wish I had the courage to do that back when I was his age. But, the thing he told me, he says he just got sick and tired of staring at his computer all day when he was doing his finance internship. And he said, he saw that movie, Into the Wild, which is also a great book by John Krakauer. And he said, I got to go out and see something new. And I love his message. The world is not as dangerous as they would have you believe on TV. People are genuinely friendly and helpful. And I thought that this trip, this is my first time traveling by myself, and I thought that it would be a real independent trip. But, in reality, I'm constantly relying on other people for help, asking for directions, trying to find my way around, and all the Japanese people I've met have been nothing but helpful and supportive. And when they find out that I've come all the way from Canada to visit, they just got a big smile on their face. So if there's anything you're going to take away from these videos back in Canada, is just that, you go out in the world with the right attitude, friendly and respectful of other cultures, and willing to learn and curious. I think most people out there welcome you with open arms. So hopefully some people are inspired by this video that the world is not how they would want you to see it on the nightly news with all the shit that they got going on. So get out there, explore. Just like Roman, I want to give a shout out to everybody back in Canada who's watching these videos. Hey Camilla, hi Mom, Dad, And everyone, all the boys back in Peterborough, I hope you're watching. And oh, by the way, I told Roman that if he did an interview with me, you know, I'm pretty big on YouTube in Canada. So please help me out. Give me a thumbs up, and let's get a few more subscribers before I share this video with him. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.